CSU certificate saga. Lawmakers move to regulate fake news on social media. How are they going to do that? Okay, and this is again in line with what Atiku and PDP had alleged in the few days ago that Tinubu's government has perfected plan to gag the media ahead of the release of FBI report on Tinubu. So with what I say now, it is obvious that they have their plan on track, and that is exactly what is being observed here. So if the lawmakers are, making a move to regulate fake news, so how do you identify fake news and what is not fake? Or are you going to put a kind of blanket policy that will regulate everybody? We don't understand yet. Nigerian lawmakers are reportedly plotting to bring up a bill that will regulate fake news on social media. The member representing Ekweza South Federal Constituency of Ebonyi State, Comrade Chinedu disclosed this while reacting to the viral claims on social media over the alleged Chicago State University certificate forgery by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So according to Oga, the National Assembly would soon adopt the bill and consequently sign it into law to regulate the spread of fake news on social media in Nigeria. Oga stated this while addressing journalists during the weekend in Abakaliki, the Ebonyi State capital. We at the National Assembly will soon enact a law on fake news essentially to control social media as it is in other countries. And that is to say that wherever people say or whatever people say or write will be regulated. You don't sit in your room and post whatever you think to write. And from my own point of view, those people calling for the resignation of President Tinubu are doing it out of hatred. They have no facts. They believe what is posted on social media. Nigeria has rules. We have a constitution that the people are subjected to. Daily Trust quoted and lawmaker are saying, recall the candidate of the People Democratic Party in the presidential election of 2023, Atiku Abubakar, is challenging the declaration of Tinubu by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) as the winner of the February 25, 2023 election. So Atiku alleged in his petition that Tinubu forged his CSU certificate submitted to INEC for eligibility in 2023 election. So what I say now is that the lawmakers, basically the Senate and members of the House of Rep, are about to set a bill that will be signed into law to regulate what is being published on social media today. That you cannot just be in your room and then just think of something, you write it, the next day you say you are done. Okay? Or just sit in your house and publish whatever you like that your mind tells you to publish. No, you must publish something that is verified, that is reliable, that is not constituting nuisance in the public. That is it. So now, if the lawmakers are going to do this, I just hope it will be in the honest interest. But I know that already the media is working a lot around the clock on this Tinubu certificate saga, and the APC and Tinubu, they are no longer comfortable, they are no longer happy, they just can't imagine being in that condition. So I'm sure what they want to do is stylishly put some policies that will gag the media, just like the PDP chieftains alleged a few days ago. Okay, so because we don't know how this government will be able to regulate social media. How? Except are shutting down the internet. People have their phones, they record what they want to record independently from their room, and then they will publish it. So what I think should happen is go into social media users education so that people will know exactly what to do and what not to do. Okay, set your policy too around propagating news that is not founded, or around um, you know policies that actually will not really stifle the effectiveness of the media, but at the same time put certain control that will not affect the operations and the use of the social media. But the truth is that there is little or nothing the government can do. Just look at the policies other countries have and see how you can craft them to suit Nigeria. And that is if um, hmm, and that is if the what they call it, the bill will be properly crafted. So that is what is happening here. Let me take a few comments. I know that people are already reacting to this social media thing. So much I hope everyone will dance to the same music, because what goes around comes around. Think about the future, not only the present. Wow, not just in social media alone, mainstream media as well. Okay, so this one is supporting the regulation, but we have to evaluate it and be sure that it is not ill intended, because already accusation has come to the government. Um, of trying to gag the media, to stifle the media ahead of FBI releasing Tinubu's dossier. Hmm. Some say, but also in America, court too. Mm. I work. Okay, so yes, that will be a better. That would be better, because all young boys and men of nowadays doesn't care in what they were posting on social media. Someone who is a proper rogue will be calling another person thief, especially the videos. Can you imagine? So may God help us in this country called Nigeria. Hmm. So we really have to understand what we are going into when we say we want to regulate the mainstream media, because with the way Nigeria is now, the mainstream media is already very, very weak, and people are no longer depending on mainstream media to get information. People now rely on their devices as the news is coming. Yeah, all right. So let's see. Somebody says it is a gain for Tinubu, not for Nigeria, not even against misinformation. Okay, the country is being driven into dictatorship by Nigerian rulers themselves for just a person. Those who enact censorship laws forget that nothing is permanent. They might be on the other side of the divide and be helpless in near future of every critical development in Nigeria. What National Assembly thinks it would add to them is censorship. Okay, so it is like another fuel subsidy issue warned but not advised. Now, wow. So yeah, so even if they're doing it, I think it's to the interest of Tinubu. That's what this guy is trying to say. And you should understand that as you enacting censorship law, you might be affected tomorrow when you're on the other side of the divide. And at that time, you find out that what you did, because when you're in power, will start haunting you. Hmm. Someone say, Bat is one of you people experts in dishonesty and embezzlement of public funds. Why won't you be contemplating a bill against the takeover, against the fake news? Okay, I don't blame you people. I blame the revolution that is taking too long to happen. All right, so thank you for listening. Let's have your comment. That is what is happening. Lawmakers trying to enact law or bill that will regulate the social media.